Okay, Glasgow 2018. Here we are at the European Open Water Swimming Championships. And we're going to have a little walk around the venue. So we have Competition Management Office. This is where I've been living for the last few weeks for the build. And here's some of the team hard at work.
Cheers.
Hello. And as we go down here, this is the Technical Officials Lounge. So let's show you all the international technical officials from LEN, national technical officials. It's not a bad space, as you can see. So they've obviously got the changing rooms, nice big meeting room, printer, and they've got a view over the venue and TV so they can watch the live coverage during the event. So that's, and go through here, and there's the hot tubs. So I think it's got 2 hot tubs, and this area is just for the athletes, showers, toilets, all the cabins there, and going into the athlete lounge area. So just going in, first of all, we've got space heaters there. We go past, we got athlete changing, notice boards there. We just have a massage area, just space with some of the beds. And this is the athlete area. Great space I think we've got here, overlooking the starts. And as you can see, each team has their own sectioned off area. And this is all depending on the team size, is the size of the area they get. So some of the teams where they've only got 1 athlete, then they share a space. But the larger teams have got the space according to their size. So this is the athlete area, nice size room. And going down here, we've got sport info. Now this is just after the first day of competition. We had a 5K today. So this is sport information here. That's Paul, field play team. And this is where the athletes find out anything they need to know. That's where all the forms are kept. We've got protest forms. And here we have the board. We just keep them updated, what's going on, water temperature, weather, water quality, all the transport schedules, competition schedules, general information, maps of the course, a bit of fun stuff in there, start lists, results, all around here. And then we come on to first call room. So first of all, wetsuits must be clean of old numbers and wipes available from sports info. In we go. This is first call. And quite systematic, we've got accreditation check first, information about the sponsorship rule 50. There's a nail check area here, nail check jewelry, and this is the wetsuit check here where they've got to have the official wetsuits that have been approved. And then we've got some pens in case they've got any sponsorship. That shouldn't be on there. And then going around, numbering, so this is where we have all the numbers. Now I got these designed with sports sticks. These are all black border with white numbers, so they show up really well on the wetsuits. And then finally we have the transponders. And so that is the area for first call. And once athletes have done first call, they get called into final call room. And here we have the final call room going through. And here you can see we've got all the seats lined up. And this is where they get their final briefing. Again, lovely view overlooking the start. We'll go there in a second. But in here as well, we've got the TV. So got a small presentation on there. Got a PA system. And then this is where the athletes are kept. You get all the briefing, and then they get sent through here, which is out onto the field of play. And here we go. So the athletes walk out, and they go down the steps, and then they get held here while sports presentation calls them out onto the pontoon. And here they go. This is the walkthrough they do. Amazing pontoon. We have to dredge the bay to make it deep enough for us to have the dive in here. And all this pontoon has been put in by Northern Pontoon. Really great structure. And you can see the branding here from Malmstem. So that's all the branding with advertising. which looks great along the side. So let me take you across to the start first of all. A bit windy, hope you can hear me okay. Now this is where the athletes are walking out to start their race. And then we have some branding, all the flags, branding along the side. We have the T area over there so the press can stand on. And this is the athlete spaces. 0.75 of a meter each space. And then the athletes, there they go, off they go. Dive in here, straight down the course, all the way along, far pontoon, all the way back, and then through these channels we've created. And then they come around the buoy, through the timing gates, around the other buoy, and back out. So the buoys are fairly close to the pontoon, but that's so the swimmers don't have to go too far offline past the feeding. So it's a fairly complicated course. It looks like there's lots of buoys out there, but once you're in the water, the swimmers know the course really well by now, and they can find their way around no problem. So there's a timing gate. We have a small floating pontoon which is secured, and there's pass under there with the transponders, but that's a truss with all the branding over it, which looks very strong branding. The thing I would say is there's lots of blue here, so we just have to put some bright items like on the corner there and the big buoy, just so they can find their way through easily, so all the blue doesn't get lost. And you'll notice around the edge here we put in an inflatable buoy just for protection, so the swimmers aren't going to hit that as they go past. And we go into the finish here. See, we've got a finish ramp and the finish gate itself. Let's go around the side. I'll just show you the front of the finish. So we have the Maelstrom lane ropes, yellow because on the course they keep all yellow on the right hand side, and red, keep all red on the left hand side. And then we have the slap board again with the sponsors, so at least it's nice and bright for them to see. And then all the main sponsors, the cameras for the photo finishes. So they finish, hit the slap board, come up the ramp. That square there, we put that there for the press to stand in, so that when the athletes come out, the press are behaving themselves and the athletes got room to walk out. Little interesting note here on this pontoon, we have a little bit of tape coming down the side. That's just so the officials don't stand in front of the cameras, because we've got cameras positioned over there and cameras positioned up there, so that's to keep the angle free of officials so they get that finished shot. Right over there we've got the sports presentation, so they're the ones who are doing all the announcing, the PA system, the music, queuing in people for the start. And then we've got the grandstand over here. Now when the athletes are finished, they go this way, and then we're going to somewhere, the recovery room. And the idea of the recovery room is it just gives the athletes a chance to get themselves warmed up a little bit. They have their baskets which have been on the pontoon. All their baskets which are here, which are all numbered, they're brought into here so that the athletes can pick up the kits, get warm and dry. Hello. And there's a mirror there so they can just check themselves out before they go in mix zone. I'll just pop my head around here. Here we have the hub of Micro Plus. So Micro Plus do all the timing and results, working very well. And also they do the replay as well. So what happens after the race, this is where the chief referee comes in and often checks through the video just to look at all the placements. So they can replay, they've got a great camera, they replay it frame by frame just to make sure that they get the right position. So once they've seen all that, they sign off the results, and then we have the official results. So after they've been in here, we'll have a medic in here as well. Once they're feeling composed, out they come into the mix zone. And this is where all the interviews take place down here. So we have tensor barrier, we have all the press on one side, and then all the athletes on the other side. And then, so athletes go through the mix zone, and then either if they're medalists, we have some golf buggies waiting here, and they go back in the athletes, get changed, go back onto the buggies, and they go for the medal ceremony. Otherwise, just here we have doping control. Just here we have the athlete medical, one of two. The other one is by the slipway, and this is where the ambulance is situated during the day. So a lot going on here. I'll just show you around back of house. Okay, so there's the lock again, and this is what we call back of house. So this is where all the infrastructure is to make the event actually work. Just here we have the water safety marquee. This is where the guys meet up. They have all the radios on charge. They have all the equipment in here. They have their info board just talking through the timetable for the kayakers, their rosters. They get rotated on the water during the day, especially the long events. You can see there we got some standby buoys in case we need them. And then we'll have a quick look around some of the big structures. So this is called VCC. This is venue control. And in here we have, this is for media. This is hello everybody.
Hi.
So this is the media area. See, nice big space here. Lots of working space for everybody. So it is amazing the size of this venue really, and the amount of staff who are here to make all this happen. But it is European Championships, so it's really top notch. And just have a quick look in here. This is for the workforce, so this is all the volunteers and staff. So this is where they come and check in the morning. They get their food vouchers, and this is where we have all the food for them here, drinks, and this is just the canteen area, breakout area. There you go, there's the mascot. Hello buddy. More back of house things here. This cabin here is for cleaning, catering wastes. Cabin over here, this is the first cabins on site, and that was the site office, and that's where, when they started in the build, where everyone was based at first until all the other structures were in place. Event control center, so health and safety guys are in there, and so they're really making sure that everything is run safe. Any issues, it goes up to them, and then they deal with it. Basically, they're going to respond to it all. Forklifts, okay, logistics in here. This is, I want to get another share. This is all the guys all the equipment that arrives during the events needs put out. So chairs, tables, barriers, all that sort of stuff. They've got to make sure it goes into place, and at the end of it gets taken away. There's the super golf buggies we have for taking athletes through to medical. All the containers as we go along. Catering, cleaning waste. We got a sport one there. We got look, which is all the venue dressing. So all these cabins in place. And over here we have all the media center. So that's all the OB units, all the trucks. And then finally, just outside of the gates, over there we have the slipway, which is where we do the emergency evacuation. And we have also an ambulance over there and another medical tent for any evacuations.